morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope everyone's having a good day so far. And today, we are finally starting a new series on this channel. And, welcome to Based on Opinion. Or Opinion. Opinion. Based on Opinion. So, this is episode 1. This series, and I don't know, how far we're going to go with this series, but I've been wanting to do this for a while because this whole channel is based on my takes on stuff, discussions, reviews, etc. This whole channel is based on my opinion, and I wanted to do a series where I let you guys in on my life a little bit, a little bit of life, and we're gonna start with doing a personality test. We're gonna go through a bunch of the little things and probably keep some things on the regular, but I think the personality test is gonna be a one-time thing, and the other 3 are gonna be a staple for the channel. But I want you guys to know what kind of person I am, my opinions on things, and I mean, without further ado, let's dive right in, shall we? So, I'm going to be completely honest on every single thing we go through here. And, if it changes your opinion on me, well, you're pretty based, So let's start with this. You regularly make new friends. I would disagree. Because, and strictly because, really the only, friends I have are at work. But, in terms of online friends, I have people in the Discord. They're my friends. I have friends there. But I don't regularly make new friends. It is rare when I actually make a friend, like a companion, But I do have a few friends. I just don't regularly make them. Complex and novel ideas excite you more than simple and straightforward ones. Disagree. I like things being simple. Usually feel more persuaded by what resonates emotionally with you than by factual arguments. I'd say agree. I'm probably not going to go in the middle for these, but I would say, if something resonates with me emotionally, I agree with that more than factual arguments. So yeah, very cool. Your living and working spaces are clean and organized. I would say so. Yeah, agree. You usually stay calm, even under a lot of pressure. Oh yeah. Yes, I do. You find the idea of networking or promoting yourself to strangers very daunting. Yes, agree. And strictly because, I was humbled when I started making content on the internet, because I think self-promoting is self-centered, and you shouldn't do it. Because I remember when this happened to me, when I was so different when I was in high school, because I ended up promoting myself a lot in other streams, and someone instantly humbled me and was you're so self-centered, dude. And I got banned for doing it. I remember asking a teacher do you think I'm self-centered? And he was like, well, no, but do you think you're self-centered? And I was like, whew, you just asked me a deep question. So yes, I do find the idea of networking and promoting yourself to strangers very daunting. Very daunting. Next. You prioritize and plan tasks effectively, often completing them well before the deadline. Yup. I do that all the time with YouTube videos. People's stories and emotions speak louder to you than numbers or data. Yeah. People's stories and emotions speak louder to you than numbers or data. Yeah. I like to use organizing tools like schedules and lists. Yeah. I'm not even gonna explain all of these. I'm just gonna say yeah or nay for the most. If I want to go deep dive on some of these, I'll do it. But even a small mistake can cause you to doubt your overall abilities and knowledge. Yes, dude, I hate making mistakes. It doesn't matter how big or small it is. You feel comfortable just walking up to someone you find interesting or striking up a conversation. Disagree, because I used to be socially awkward. I still a little bit am, but I am not going to go up to someone and be like, yo, what's good? I might do it sometimes with people I know, but a stranger? No. But says someone. But no, I wouldn't. Because I'm too nervous sometimes to do that. So disagree. You are not too interested in discussions about various interpretations of creative works. Or of creative works? I like having discussions. I don't know. Agree. You prioritize facts over people's feelings. Disagree. Dude, I feel like I'm not an empath, but I feel like one sometimes. I take people's feelings into accountability when dealing with a situation. But disagree. You often allow the day to unfold without any schedule at all. I mean, when it comes to work, yes, but I'd say disagree because when I have days off, I plan to do stuff, so disagree. You rarely worry about whether you make a good impression on people you meet. Rarely worry about whether you make a good impression on people you meet. See, that's a toughie. That's a toughie. Because I don't think I worry. I don't know if I care. Nah. Wait, you rarely worry? Yeah, I guess, yes, agree. Because I don't rarely worry about the people that if I make a good impression or not. I don't really care. So agree. You enjoy participating in team-based activities? Disagree. I like doing things solo. Disagree. You enjoy experimenting with new and untested approaches? I don't know. Untested? I mean, I'm working on making music, so yeah, agree, I guess. You prioritize being sensitive over being completely honest. I don't know. Honesty is the best policy. I'd rather be honest than be sensitive. But man, do we pick middle for this one? Because, like, it depends. It depends on the situation. But if we're saying, like, honesty is the best policy, I'm gonna disagree. Because, yeah, you know, like I said up here, I disagree with this one. You prioritize facts over people's feelings when determining a course of action because people's feelings matter the most. But then if I say disagree here, that means I prioritize facts. But I'm going to disagree because I think honesty is the best policy. I don't lie to people. Disagree. You actively seek out new experiences and knowledge areas to explore. Yes, agree. I do. I'd like to have knowledge. It's very cool. Knowledge is power, dude. Agree. You're prone to worrying that things will take a turn for the worse. I disagree. I'm very optimistic. You enjoy solitary hobbies or activities more than group ones? Agree. You cannot imagine yourself writing fictional stories for a living. I have. I have, actually. For a living, though, no. Can't imagine yourself writing fictional stories for a living. Yeah, I'd say agree. I don't imagine that. For a living, no, but I've done it. You favor efficiency in decisions, even if it means disregarding some emotional aspects. In decisions? Emotional aspects. Yeah, I'd say agree because I feel like it depends on the situation, but decision making is very like in the moment. Like, for example, at work, when I have to make decisions, I do it based on like the situation, what's going on, um, and like if it makes someone happy, I'll do it. But like sometimes I won't care. This is a hard one. Even if it means disregarding some emotional aspects. Yeah, because I don't know, you have to make decisions on the fly, at least where I work, but yeah, I'll say agree. You prefer to do your chores before allowing yourself to relax? Yeah. Yeah. In disagreements, you prioritize proving your point over disagree. I don't need to prove a point half the time, so disagree. Usually wait for others to introduce themselves first at social gatherings. Agree. Again, socially awkward. Used to be. Still kind of am. Your mood can change very quickly. My mood? No, I'm not like, what's the word for it? I'm not like bipolar, so no. Disagree. You're not easily swayed by emotional arguments. By emotional arguments? No, I am. Disagree. I feel like, if someone's getting angry or upset, I try to, in the moment, I feel like I would try to, like, figure out the problem. And I say disagree. I am easily swayed. You often end up doing things at the last possible moment. Sometimes, but I don't know. I try to get things done in advance, so I'd say disagree. You enjoy debating ethical dilemmas? I don't like debating, so no, disagree. You usually prefer to be around others rather than on your own. Disagree. I like being alone sometimes, or most of the time. You become bored or lose interest when the discussion gets highly theoretical. Oh, agree. We don't need to go into theoretics, dude. When facts and feelings conflict, you usually find yourself following your heart. Yes, I agree. You find it challenging to maintain a consistent work or study schedule. Disagree. I've got a pretty consistent schedule. You rarely second guess the choices that you have made. Agree. Your friends would describe you as lively and outgoing. Disagree. But again, I don't have a lot of friends, but like they would not describe me as that, dude. No shot. No shot. You were drawn to various forms of creative expression, such as writing. Yes. You usually base your choice on objective facts rather than emotional impressions. Disagree. You like to have a to-do list for each day. I kind of do, yeah. You rarely feel insecure. Disagree. I feel insecure a lot of the times. You avoid making phone calls. Yep. You enjoy exploring unfamiliar ideas and viewpoints. Unfamiliar ideas and viewpoints? No. I like talking about what I like, I guess. So, disagree. You can easily connect with people that you have just met. Connect? No. Disagree. It depends. It depends on what they're into. Disagree. I'm not like, again, I'm not going to easily connect with people I just meet. So if your plans are interrupted, your top priority is to get back on track as soon as possible. Yup. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't like being off track, dude. You're still bothered by mistakes you made a long time ago. Yup. Oh, for sure. You are not too interested in discussing theories on what the world could look like in the future. I disagree. I'd like to know what the world will look like in the near future. Disagree. I always like to plan for the future. Your emotions control you more than you control them. Disagree. I've learned to control my emotions pretty well. I'm pretty laid back indeed. Disagree. When making decisions, you focus more on how the affected people might feel than what is most logical. might feel. Yeah. But see, like, again, it's the whole, like, it depends on the moment, but I focus more on the emotions rather than facts or logic. But that's just me. Agree. Your personal work style is closer to spontaneous bursts of energy than organized and consistent efforts. Disagree. When someone thinks highly of you, you wonder how long it will take them to feel disappointed in you. Disagree. If someone thinks highly of me, that means I'm doing a good job. So disagree. You would love a job that requires you to work alone most of the time. Agree. I want to do this for a living, but that ain't freaking happening. You believe that pondering abstract philosophical questions is a waste of time. Agree. You feel more drawn to busy, bustling atmosphere. Disagree. Disagree, dude. Oh, man. If a decision feels right to you, you often act on it without needing further proof. No, I trust my gut most of the time. You often feel overwhelmed. I can. Yeah, I'd say, like, I get overwhelmed pretty quickly. Well, no. Actually, no. Because, I don't know. Like, me personally, deep down inside, you often feel overwhelmed. Yeah, no. Not really. I don't feel overwhelmed that often. I feel like, because I can control my feelings pretty well, and, like, if someone's throwing a lot at me at once, I'm just like, okay, I compartmentalize and be like, okay, do this, do this, do that. No, disagree. You complete things methodically without skipping over any steps. Agree. Preferred tasks are required to come up with creative solution rather than follow concrete steps. Disagree. I like plans. I like steps. Disagree. You're more likely to rely on emotional intuition than logical reasoning. Yep. Agree. You struggle with deadlines? Disagree. You feel confident things will work out for you. Agree. Select your gender. Male. That's me. See results. Your personality type is ISFJA. Unlock full results, man. Crazy. You're the quiet backbone of society, offering unwavering support and practical care to those around you. Your keen eye for detail and excellent memory allow you to anticipate and meet others' needs, often before they even realize what they require. You find deep satisfaction creating stability and comfort for your loved ones, approaching life with a grounded, responsible attitude. Oh my. Your natural inclination towards tradition and established methods serves you well in many aspects of life. You excel at maintaining order and following through on commitments, traits that make you invaluable in both personal and professional spheres. However, the same preference for the familiar can sometimes hold you back from embracing new experiences or perspectives that might enrich your life. True. Yeah, I'm 100% introvert. Yep. Oh, yeah. 69% observant. Nice. Very cool. I'm very observant. 86% feeling, overthinking. I do think a lot. I do. But I do think feeling I'm more empathetic to. So, 100% judging. Oh, I'm very judgmental. That's true because I can read people really well. 75% assertive. Very cool. You know what? Email me the results. Sure. Oh, we can't. No, we're not showing this. Hold on a minute. There we go. Send results. Thanks. Very cool. Back to it. So, both a blessing and a challenge, empathetic nature allows you to form deep, meaningful connections. Cool. Okay. I'm not going to read all of this, but your career path. Oh, they like, paywall, dude. Okay, reliability. These are my strengths. Practical help. Quiet efficiency, calm under pressure, collaborative spirit, structured approach. Yeah. Your weaknesses. Downplaying achievements. Yup. Avoiding self-promotion. Yup. Reluctant to innovate. Yup. Taking criticism personally. Yes. Overburdening yourself. Oh, yeah. Difficulty saying no. Disagree with that. I can say no. I can. But that's a little... Your personal growth. I don't care about this. A lot of this is locked. Your strengths: attention to self-improvement. Discipline habits. Yep. Deep self-reflection. Yep. Mindful listener. Oh yeah. Realistic planning. Yep. Stable perspective. Oh yeah. Your weaknesses: placing yourself last. Yep. Avoiding new experiences. Oh yeah. Holding yourself back, maybe a little. Suppressing your feelings. Well, let's not go that far. Self-critical thinking. Sure. Difficulty setting boundaries. Stressful situations rather than openly asserting your own needs to others. Okay, well, I don't know if I'd say that. Your relationships. Your loyalty, practice, support, and key emotional awareness makes you a deeply valued family member, and partner. Well, I've never been in a relationship, so with like a romantical partner, but you know, and that's crazy considering I'm it's saying these things, but I mean, I just haven't found the one yet, you know? Your strengths: thoughtful gestures, loyal commitment, harmony and respect, emotional insight, steady presence, and consistent kindness. Your weaknesses: avoiding confrontation. Yup. Overlooking your needs. Yeah. Guard of vulnerability. Absorbing other stress. Yup. Expecting equal affection. Okay. Discomfort with criticism. Yeah, I don't like criticism. Your story isn't complete yet. For $9, you can unlock the full results. My story's complete, I think. Anyway. But we are going to move on to the next part of this video, which is going to be, I would say, a fun one. We're going to take a little bit of a break from the tests, and we're going to play a little bit of Would You Rather. Obviously, you can't see the left side, but it's fine. I'll let you know. Would you rather have super sensitive taste, have super sensitive hearing? Well, I have super sensitive hearing. I do. Super sensitive taste? I think I'd rather have that over hearing. It's about 50-50, but like most people either have this. Would you rather be loved by all or be respected? I wouldn't say loved. I'd rather say be respected. Yeah, most people chose that because I don't think no one wants to be loved all the time, you know? I think everyone would like to be respected. Would you rather be a master of calligraphy or a master of origami? Calligraphy. That's an easy one. Oh, it's 50-50. Okay, well, that's cool. Would you rather have to go to school in a shopping cart? Wait. What? What is this? Would you rather have to go to school in a shopping cart pushed by your mom, or have to go to school in a wagon pulled by your dad? Oh, so instead of a car. Shopping cart. People said the wagon? Oh. Huh. I don't know. That's a weird one. Would you rather... It said, would you rather never be able to have kids, no adoption? Or would you rather be able to have 3 babies delivered to your doorstep right now? I don't want kids. Fun fact. And most people chose the no kids thing. Would you rather be able to write/type extremely fast or be able to read extremely fast? Type. Write, type. People said reading over that? Really? Oh, okay. Would you rather be able to hike a large mountain or run a marathon? Run a marathon. I love that people said hike a large mountain. Okay, fair enough. Would you rather be able to listen to music from the 80s and 90s or listen to music from 2010s and 2020s? Well, this is stupid. I was born in 98. Listen to music from 2010s and 2020s. What? Most people chose that because that's when they were born. Would you rather always have front row seats to any event you attend or always have exclusive backstage passes to any event you attend? Front row seats or... I like backstage passes, I think. Any event? Yeah, backstage. Yeah, most people chose that. Would you rather be unable to speak at all mute, or have to say every thought that comes into your mind out loud? Oh, boy. I think be unable to speak at all because you could write. You could write all your thoughts down. That's an easy one, right? Yes, most people chose that one. Okay. Doing pretty good. Would you rather become a sentient toilet or become a sentient punching bag? I'm already a sentient punching bag, I think. So that one? Yeah, most people chose that. Very cool. Would you rather stub your toe once every day, whack your funny bone every other day? I stub my toe a lot, so that one. Funny bone hurts, man. But most people chose that. Okay, dude. Sure. Would you rather have a painless death right now or stay alive but have a very painful death when the unknown time comes? I think stay alive but have a very painful death when the unknown time comes. Because, I mean, we're all going to die someday. That's about 50-50, but this one wins. Would you rather always feel like you're on the edge of sneezing, or always have an itch that you can't quite scratch? This one. Dude, no. Sneezing, really? I hate that, dude. Would you rather never listen to music again or always hear music playing? Always hear music playing. What kind of choice is that? Yeah, what? These are a little silly. Would you rather never see an animal ever again or have a 70% chance of getting attacked by any animal you see? Never see an animal again. What? I have dogs, but like getting attacked by no. 70% chance? You're out of your mind. Would you rather never forget anything you hear or never forget anything you read? Never forget anything you hear or never forget anything you read? Never forget anything you hear? Because you hear everything. That's a tough one. I feel like this is going to be split down the middle for people. But if I did have to choose, it would probably be, I don't know. Never forget anything you hear, never forget anything you read. I mean, never forget anything you hear. I'm going to say never forget anything you read. Oh, yeah, okay. Would you rather only be able to kiss your spouse, only be able to hug your spouse? What is this question? Hug? I don't know. I've never been in a relationship, so okay, people said kiss. Okay. I don't know. Would you rather only be able to swim in pools with hot water, or only be able to swim in pools with very cold water? What stupid person? Wait, hot water or cold? Like, if we're talking like freezing cold or, I'd say, wait, swim? Very cold, right? Is that the very cold? But just says hot water. It doesn't say very hot. I'm gonna say hot water. Okay, yeah, I'm in the right. Wow. All right. Would you rather live happily in a kingdom in the sky, live happily in the kingdom in the ocean? In the sky or in the ocean? In the kingdom in the ocean? I'd say sky, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, most people said that. 70-30 split. Wow. Would you rather live in a house that's constantly changing locations or live in a house that constantly transforms into different designs or styles? Different locations? You have to deal with weather, though. I like that one. Yeah. Most people chose that one. I would have too. And I did. Would you rather... Come on, man. Are we really... Fly with a dragon over swim with a mermaid? Would you rather have a gaming laptop or a gaming PC? This is a stupid question. Who's going to choose a gaming laptop over a gaming PC? I mean, are we being serious? Would you rather be forever happy, but someone else is depressed? Be forever depressed, but someone else is happy? Deep. Well, I see a lot of happy couples every day, and I hate it. But I'm not forever depressed. I'm just a little depressed, you know? I'd rather be forever happy, but someone else is depressed. I like that option. That's a, yep, it's an 80-20 split. Holy. Would you rather never have to work again or never have to clean again? Never, well, yeah, never have to clean again. Most people chose never having to work again? Well, I mean, I work all the time. I feel like I need work, you know? Would you rather have the IQ of everyone in the world combined? Or would you rather have the wealth of everyone... Wait. Have the IQ of everyone in the world combined? Have the wealth of everyone in the world combined? Well... Money over knowledge. Knowledge is power. And of course, most people said wealth. But knowledge is power, man. Would you rather have to scream as loud as you can before starting every conversation, I'm a leprechaun? Or have to smack every person you have a conversation with and call them an idiot? Well, then you can I feel like you're going to start fights at this one, but I'm going to go with that one. These are stupid. Some of these are really dumb, and some of these are really deep. Would you rather face a zombie apocalypse or rather face a robot apocalypse? Robot. Most people said zombie. Okay. Would you rather always be aroused or never feel arousal at all? That one. Okay. Well, I think we're going to stop with the would you rather there. Yeah, because these are getting kind of wild. Give me 1 second. We will move on to the next part of the video, which is this one. Let's go. So, IDR Labs, they do like random tests, and I thought, I don't know, maybe we'll do this because this could be fun. Take random test. Go. Wait, spacebar? This is stupid. But I guess we'll do it. You know? Couldn't hurt, right? I'm done. That's stupid. Wait, you can just like... Wait, what? This is stupid. Can I move on from this test? Hold on. Hold on 1 sec. We're gonna do another one because I feel like that was stupid. That was the dumbest thing in the world. Oh, okay. Whoa, 104 questions. I engage in specific checking counter or clean to help me regain mental focus. I feel like this one's too long. Yeah, I'm like trying to take a random test. We're gonna do one, I think, just because. Okay, 30. Impulsivity test. When I feel uplifted, I tend to get out of control. Disagree? When I am in a great mood, I tend to get into situations that cause me problems. Disagree? When I am happy, I can't seem to stop myself from doing things again. What is this? Oh, this is impulse. Oh, disagree. I am a cautious person. Agree. Before making up my mind, I consider all the advantages and disadvantages. Yes. Others are shocked or worried about the things I do when I am feeling excited. Disagree. I'll try anything once. Agree. Well, anything, not everything. Whatever. Yeah, actually go back. Disagree. When I feel bad, I will often do things I later regret in order to make myself feel better now. Disagree. I don't like to start a project until I know exactly how to proceed. Agree. I generally seek new and exciting experiences and sensations. Disagree. I have to make matters worse for myself because I act without thinking. No. Disagree. I sometimes like doing things that are a bit frightening. Disagree. I have trouble resisting my cravings for food, cigarettes, etc. Disagree. I am one of those people who blurts out things without thinking. Disagree. I like sports and games in which you have to choose your next move very quickly. Disagree. Sometimes there are so many little things I need to do that I just ignore them all. Disagree. When I am in a great mood, I tend to lose control. Disagree. What are these questions, man? Others would say I make bad choices when I'm shooting the hat. Stop. Disagree. I would enjoy parachute jumping. Disagree. These questions are stupid. I have a reserved and cautious attitude toward life. Agree. I enjoy taking risks. Disagree. When I am upset, I often act without thinking. Disagree. I often get involved in things I later wish I could get out of. No, disagree. I generally like to see things through to the end. Oh yeah, agree. Unfinished tasks really bother me. Agree. I tend to give up easily. Disagree. When I feel rejected, I will often... no, disagree. I have to stop and think things over before I do them. Agree. I get my work done on time. Agree. I finish when I start. Agree. Alright, let's see where we're at. Your impulsivity is 27.6% lower than that of the average person. Yeah, I have impulse control. I do. Like, I don't get impulsive. But we're only gonna do that one quiz. We're gonna move on to the next part of this, which is gonna be tier lists. Boom. So we are gonna be doing tier lists here. And I don't know what tier list we're gonna be doing. I guess we'll just go by letters. We're only gonna do one. And it's gonna be what I know. So we'll start with Avatar. Oh my. There was a lot of Avatar. Ultimate character ranking. Avatar women. What? Yeah, I guess popular. So what is this one? That's too much. Go back. What's this one? Okay, so I don't think I'm gonna know every single character here. Let me like look at these real quick. Oh well, I don't like. What is going on? 218 images. Is that like the pop? Okay, so is that's how many? Oh, image count. Okay. You know, I don't really care about the characters more than I do care about the bending. So let's go off of that. Let's just do that because I feel like that's easy. Okay. So the bending. Oh, the bending. Combustion bending. Where do we place this? God tier, amazing, really good, decent, bad. I think combustion bending is decent. I think the problem with it is it backfires on you if like you can basically explode yourself, which is it's decent. Flight, bad. I'm gonna be honest with flight. I didn't really care for it. I don't. Firebending. I'm gonna put firebending at God tier because it can be really good. I don't know. I'll put it at amazing. I won't put it at God tier. You know what I would put at God tier though? You know, I'm gonna put waterbending at God tier. I like waterbending. I think it's my favorite. Mudbending, bad. Airbending, I'll put it God tier. And earthbending, I'll put it amazing. Spirit projection, it's decent. Healing, really good. I think that's pretty good. Swamp bending, bad. Lightning bending is really good. Blood bending, I'd say really bad because of the context of it, if you've watched Avatar, but that's just my 2 cents. Seismic Sense, it's decent. Ice bending, I'm gonna put ice bending, I think, in the same thing as, I'll put it at really good. Metal bending, metal bending's hard. I'll put it at decent. It's not the greatest thing in the world. Lava bending, I'll put it really good. That's my tier list. So I think how the series of this is gonna go now is, I think I'm gonna do, basically what I would like to do is we're gonna do like, would you rather, one test from IDR Labs that I actually will do, and we'll do a tier list from each letter. I don't know how long the series is gonna go, but I want to kind of start it off well and just kind of give you guys my opinion on stuff. But that's kind of the whole point of this. So hopefully you guys like the series. I don't know. I just wanted to do this for the first time, see how it goes. But anywho, that's going to be the video for today. Thank you guys for watching. If you did, as always, I appreciate it done, and I will see you guys in the next episode of Based on Opinion. And yeah, goodbye.